Hello Arnen, thank you to be here. We'll ask you a few questions as part of our expedition Venatici. Can you present yourself succinctly, briefly?
Yes, I am Arnen. Professionally, I'm an architect. I am the co-founder of the organization Tek Bunkeri, and with the organization we do lots of stuff. We try to create a sustainable development for the rural zones especially. We deal with agriculture, we try to help farmers to improve their products, their quality, or to find their market for what they produce. We travel a lot, and we have different areas of going. Also informal education, environmental project we have done to educate some kids in another city that is close to Tirana. So we did have different...
Okay, and so you have a project named Precious Plastic. Can you tell us a bit about it and the objective of this project?
We had the project to find the bunkers all over Albania, and we have visited 60 villages, and what we did with this project, we saw the bunkers, visited the places, and we talked to the people that live near these bunkers, how we can transform them and what can we do to them. And the Precious Plastic idea was born in this project from a community of people living in Nivica, a village in Albania. And it has amazing views, but the people were just throwing plastic everywhere, and the tourists were coming more often there, but there was no solution, and a very bad road that sent the plastics or the urban waste into another city, and the road was so bad, and we tried to find a way to work with the plastic at the place where they produce it. So this was born there, but we went there for a couple of times, meeting people, and we brought the machines there, but we didn't have help from any institution at that city. So they sent us to an awful place where there was no good electricity and water to make the production go. So we took them back in Tirana, and we are trying to fundraise projects from different projects in order to keep them running again, because ourselves we cannot work for it, but we are trying to engage some people from marginality communities to work for it. So probably next week we are going to start searching for the right person who has some artisanal skills and who is good with electric thing, to make it run again.
Okay.
So can you tell us a bit more about this machine? How does it work? Exactly, what is the objective of this machine?
I would be interested to talk a bit how we build them, because I myself am an architect, and my colleague is let's say a political studies he did, and we just wanted to do it for the beneficiary of this village, but we did it all by ourselves. We managed to find 9 volunteers, and with our forces we build them, and it is an open source, as you might know, and we took instructions and modified them accordingly to our motors and everything. So, and the purpose of it is to, with this type of machines we can not really be big as a business, but the big purpose of it is to create workshops for the kids. So we educate them, and we tell them what can be done with the plastic that they throw away. So we have had the first workshop with the kids, and the way we did it is that we engaged the kids before coming to the workshop to collect from their homes, and they brought us lots of stuff to recycle, and we recycled a bit with them. So they were they were competing with each other, and that's what it was magic. Like the kids saying, "Oh, I have collected more than you," and they were thinking of different ways how to collect it. So the biggest idea or objective in behind this is to create as much possibility for education, so the people manage better the plastic or the urban waste from their home, and not to throw it away.
Okay, so that's how you collect the plastic. People bring it directly here at the machine, or you have collect points?
Yes, we have collect points. We also have some partners, let's put it this way, from different NGOs that deal or make cleanups, the beach cleanups, and they bring it to us. Also, all of our friends collect plastic and bring it to us. Some bars and shops still help us with selling, and as soon as we produce, we are going to sell also here in the hostel.
Okay, and those all the types of plastic can be recycled with this machine, or do you have examples of what can be recycled or not?
The recycled plastic is number 2, number 5, and number 6. The other types of plastic cannot be recycled because of technical problems. Like, for example, the bottles cannot be recycled because the temperature of them is very dangerous. It is very it has to be very precise because it can be burnt. Because now the plastic, how we produce is we don't burn it, but it is melted, let's say, but it doesn't burn to make flames. So.
Okay, so PET, for example, cannot be recycled?
Yeah, it cannot be recycled with the machines, but you know that there are different ways how to recycle it, like making bases, or there are many creative ideas to do it, but with the machines it doesn't.
So, for example, plastic bottles, are they recyclable with this machine or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Plastic bottles, yes, they are recycled.
Okay. All the bottle, like the bottle and the top, the thing to close the bottle.
Yeah, the bottle cap.
Yeah, exactly.
It is recyclable, but the bottle itself, no.
Okay.
But the shampoo bottles can be recyclable, or the, I don't know, detergents for cleaning the dishes, or softener of the clothes can be recycled, or vases for the flowers.
Okay.
So the big dream is to also produce some furniture out of it, because we have also produced some beams. So as soon as we have a person to work with them, we can train him or her to start producing furniture for chairs, or I don't know, even walls.
Okay, I see. So the purpose is to make something with the trash plastic, or do you want to spread this machine around the country to have an impact at the scale of a country, or?
Actually, we offer help for anyone who wants to build the machines. We have an upcoming project that is to also move with the machines and recycle in place. So I think it is coming, but soon. So, and as soon as it is like we are trying to make it like a social business. So everything that comes from the sales of it goes into the growth of the business and employment, raising salaries, and it will come a point that we will give it up to a school or whatever that wants to use it as soon as we raise the business and make it a proper one.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, do you think it can interest school or different organization to have this machine, to build it? And
Collectivities or
Yeah.
Associations?
For the schools, I think that it fits very good to the universities, at least the ones that deal with product design or architecture, because it is somehow a 3D printer. One of the machines is like a very old school 3D printer. So it is an interest of the school that has a bar that recycles everything inside the school, and it is also a nice approach on the thinking of the students that are in the field of architecture and design.
Okay, and I have a question about it's more globally about recycling the plastic. We've seen on an article that there is currently 300 million tons of plastic produced each year in the world. It should be twice more in 20 years, and only 14% of this amount of plastic are collected currently to be recycled, and only 2% are recycled in a circular economy. I mean, you can recycle it almost infinite, and so theoretically we can reach a maximum of 5% according to this report of circular economy recycling plastic. So isn't that a sort of endless fight, or can we have a real impact with recycling the plastic?
I mentioned in the beginning that the most powerful thing with these machines is education. So I am very disappointed with this amount of plastic that is produced. So the best thing is to raise awareness about it through education, so less plastic is produced, and people try to find different approaches how to use different materials and not the plastic. So yeah, I think it is a big fight, but we should fight also right, and education is the key to success, I guess, in this topic. So
Yeah, to learn how to live without producing that much plastic.
yeah,
Find alternatives.
because the main idea here is, like, for real, is not to use it anymore, and it's not, we cannot find also in here, it is a mafia for dealing with it, so it makes it even harder to, we just have to convince more and more people, and we will be happy to. That's why I'm saying that we are open to help anyone to build the machines, because this is the way it should go, like to be many spots for education, and because with these machines, like, we calculated that we can, in the maximum capacity, recycle 30 tons per year, but it's nothing in compared to what is produced globally. So
that's really good. And for example, the items you made with this machine, can you recycle them after it, like put them again in the machine and melt it again? And
yes, we can recycle it again, because we don't mix the plastic, so it stays always the same, so it can produce infinitely.
Okay.
Recycled infinitely.
Any other questions?
No, I don't have in mind.
I would like to talk also about the production process, like how we think it is going to be.
Yeah.
In order to keep the products innovative and bring new products, we are going to engage local artists to deal with it, to give workshops to the person, the specialist who is going to recycle. So this is a very creative way and a new approach how to enter in the market and compete with, let's say, Chinese materials.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the price that it is coming from recycling is obviously a bit more higher, because there is a lot of work collecting and cleaning and sorting, and so we should find a very nice way to enter the market, and this is how we thought about it, to engage artists so they do the design, and we keep it always like innovative in this sense.
Yeah.
And make more people be connected, interdisciplinary professionals to connect.
Yeah, that's how you add value on the project, because indeed you can imagine that it's way more logistic to grab the plastic around to have enough raw materials. Okay, do you want to add something else to the interview again?
I would say that if anybody wants to build them, feel free to write us, and we will contribute as much as we can. And I hope that it is inspiring for the persons who hear it, so we can educate more people.
And about the construction of this machine, is it easy to do it? Like, is every people can do it? Do you need specific competence or skills? And is it hard to find the different part of the machine?
Every detail is there in an open source, so if you know a bit how to understand the logic of construction, or it is very easy. We weld it ourselves for the first time and they are functioning, so it's not that easy. We entered on the field without knowing anything about it, so it's easy.
So we can find the drawings of it somewhere? Do you have a website or something?
Yes, it's the Precious Plastic. It is an initiative going on for years, and everything there is in an open source.
Okay.
So every detail you have it there.
Okay, we'll put the link on the podcast. And last question for me would be, do you have a book to recommend to the people that are listening?
A book related to the...
Not necessarily, like just a book that you like.
Yes, Agatha Christie, the trilogy of the twins, I would suggest. It's a very nice one, and it keeps you very engaged. And
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Next question.
Thank you a lot.
Do you have any advice for young generations?
I will talk for the generation that I know in Albania, because I don't have much connections with the young generation there. They should read more and do more stuff, definitely, and not be. I don't know. I won't say that. They should read more. Let's put it simple.
Okay, we like this advice.
Good advice. Okay, thank you a lot for this interview.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Great.